So, but you've had him for 6 months,
Yeah.
and or 5 months, and I can see already you've been playing.
Sorry.
You've been playing him very hard. You know, but that's good to
No,
get
I haven't. He's been
to open him up.
really broken in really hard over the past few months, and you know the sound has changed. It's kind of softened, by which I mean it's less tight. It's so weird, the words that you have to use to describe sound. But it sounds less tight. So I would say, like, if I was being really technical, the mid-range peak. So if you were thinking of the EQ sound of the guitar,
Yep.
the point in the mid-range where it's a little bit louder than the other points has moved down the frequency range. So it's kind of got, you could say it's got warmer, would be the...
Which is why it's also a little bit louder acoustically. Because that means the soundboard's vibrating a little bit more vigorously. And you know, if you tighten up the soundboard so that you move that frequency a little bit higher.
Yeah.
But if you loosen the soundboard a little bit, you move that frequency down. So that's probably why it's a little bit louder. Because you said to me the volume was great. You know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So yeah, I mean that's the thing when we built these two guitars.
Give me a couple of chords.
Okay.
See how it's developing.
So this is a big chord. I'm going to play some songs for you in a little while, but you can hear how open it is.
Very open, right.
And it's really, really warm. And yeah.
Well, the more you play a new guitar, the more open it gets, and you know, if you played it for 6 or 7 hours a day, it wouldn't do it any harm. It would actually do it good. I used to find when I travelled to Switzerland or Germany or France, and I would take a couple of guitars and fly with them.
Right.
That when I took them out of the case in the hotel room or whatever and started to play them, I was, oh my goodness, have I done something wrong?
Oh right, okay.
But then I learned to leave it until the next morning, even without playing. Just because they don't like to travel too much.
No.
Guitars, you need to leave them for a day or two, and if you play them, even better, and they'll change totally.
Yeah, amazing.
For example, I also discovered that when you take a new guitar out of the case and play it, say after 10 minutes it starts to open up.
Right.
And you put it back in the case eventually, then the next time you take it out of the case, it's still a new guitar, same thing happens again.
It's closed up again.
But over the period of a couple of months, it becomes less and less, so when you take it out of the case, it's just open.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's like it sort of has that initial tension that you're relieving by playing.
Right.
Then it tightens up again a little bit afterwards, and then eventually it becomes to the point where it doesn't tighten up anymore.
See, I just want to get the wood under a microscope and see how it's changed, see how the cellular structure is changing in that time, you know, 'cause something's happening.
That's way too scientific for me.
Yeah, well, something's happening.